Hello, Leo, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future, answering the question, what do you need to know right now in order to move forward in alignment with your higher self? As always, I've gone ahead and pulled the overall energy for the reading and clarified those messages, which we'll jump into in just a second. I do have the tarot deck that we will be using already shuffled, as well as the decks that I'll be using in the extended. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. Last thing, please remember these are general readings. They are not here to resonate fully for everyone, so do please remember to take what resonates and helps your personal situation and leave what does not. All right, Leo, in your recent past, you have be real with the world in reverse. Your recent past, I feel like there were certain cycles or patterns that were kind of brought to the surface in your world. In your life, whether that's in relationships or that's in financial situations or just in kind of your life as a whole. I'm not too sure, so take it as it resonates. But I do feel like certain patterns and cycles were brought to the surface, and there was kind of this need to recognize them in order to change them. Now, in your current energy, you have keep your heart open with the Nine of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here is your wish fulfillment is still very much possible. I feel like what it is that you want is still absolutely possible for you. But I feel like because of what you've been through in the past, it's almost like you have your heart closed off to the wish fulfillment in general. And so I feel like this is kind of about breaking out of that energy that you're currently in, because in your immediate future, you have let your fears dissolve with the Hangman. So I feel like this is kind of surrendering over those fears to the universe and understanding that the universe does have your back. The universe wants you to have what it is that you desire just as much as you do. But I feel like I did notice when I pulled these cards that these overall energies were very vague. So I feel like we're going to get like obviously more specific as we dive into tarot. I'm interested to see how these all tie together. So let's start, Leo, by looking at your recent past. Be real with the world in reverse. Recent past for Leo. One more. This is for Leo's recent past. Recent past for Leo, please. I don't know how those are supposed to come out. Okay. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Cups. So this is about your Ten of Cups. Long-term emotional fulfillment here, whether that's in partnership or that's in life. I feel like this has been it's like you've been on this path towards trying to find this Ten of Cups, trying to attract and manifest this Ten of Cups. But with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, there's something that's keeping this from being able to fully manifest into reality. There's something that's holding you back, something that is blocking you. And I feel like it's some sort of a cycle. Some cycle is keeping you from the Ten of Cups that you desire, which I'd like to get more. Recent past for Leo. Recent past for Leo, please. So there's the Devil. This is what's keeping this is what's keeping you from your Ten of Cups. It could be attachment to a specific person that isn't good for you. It could be addiction. It could be mental health. It could be you getting in your own way, which all of those things can be you getting in your own way to a certain extent. It could be attachment to a certain outcome with somebody. Either way, this devil, because with the Chariot in reverse and the Hermit in reverse, this devil is what's keeping things from moving forward. It's what's keeping things stuck, which is what I felt. So this devil is ultimately, I just feel like that devil might want to come out again to clarify certain cards, but it just feels like there's, and maybe that's what the cycle is. The cycle is the devil. Recent past for Leo. And this isn't somebody else keeping you getting in your way. This is you getting in your own way in some way, shape, or form. Recent past for Leo. And that's why you have be real, is it's like this need to be honest about the devil. Recent past for Leo. It could be codependency. The devil could be anything. Recent past for Leo, please. The moon, the Nine of Swords, and the Emperor in reverse. This devil is a product of fear. So when we turn to things that aren't good for us, such as relationships, or I was making sure that was on, such as relationships that aren't good for us, or we stay in cycles that aren't good for us, essentially we invest in things that we know don't serve our highest good, but we hold on to them anyway. When we do that, it's often because we're running from or trying to avoid some sort of fear. So for instance, you'll see people getting in relationships with people that don't really serve them because they fear that nothing better will ever come along. Or, using attachments to certain outcomes, saying that things have to go this specific way with this specific person or in this specific order, because if not, then I fear the worst case scenario is going to happen. And needing to find that balance between understanding that first of all, there's always going to be fear, right? There's always going to be worries or things that could go wrong, but you don't ever want to let that fear control your decision making, which is why in your recent past you have let your fears dissolve with the Hangman. It's about surrendering those over to the universe and saying, yes, I'm afraid that things aren't going to work out, but I'm choosing faith instead. I'm choosing to believe that the universe has my back and that the universe is leading me to where I'm trying to go. And I don't have to lean on the devil in order to make it happen, whatever that devil is for you. Current energy for Leo, because you have to keep your heart open with the Nine of Pentacles. So what you want is possible, but it feels like you're choosing the devil instead, or were at least in your recent past. Current energy for Leo. Keep your heart open with the Nine of Pentacles. Current energy for Leo, please. Four of Cups with the Strength in reverse, and then there's that World. Because I feel, Leo, like you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do, because I feel like you recognize whatever this pattern is, whatever this cycle is. So you know what you need to do here, but it feels like you're having trouble finding the strength or the confidence or the faith to do it, to really truly close out the cycle, to walk away from what doesn't serve you, to not choose paths that don't align with your highest good or that don't align with your worth or whatever the case might be. So I feel, yeah, it's like you know what you need to do, but you at the same time kind of have your heart closed off to doing it. And that's what's keeping you ultimately stuck in this cycle in some way. And maybe you don't want to feel that way. And sometimes it's just a process. Current energy for Leo. Current energy for Leo, the Tower in reverse. But it's whatever this is, it's inevitable. It's inevitable that that something happens here. It's inevitable that you work through this devil, because like the devil energy is not a sustainable energy. It's not something that you can rely on. You can't rely on addiction. You can't rely on codependency. You can't rely on unhealthy habits or patterns forever. Eventually, those will catch up to you. And so that's kind of what this is saying, is it's like it's inevitable that something needs to happen here in some way, shape, or form. But it's like you're afraid. I don't know if the change brings you anxiety. I mean, I will say when we're stuck in unhealthy patterns, the reason we stay stuck in those is because in a certain way, they are comfortable for us. The self-sabotage that comes with, addiction and codependency and anything else that devil could be, it becomes comfortable to us. We're so used to that energy and what that looks like, and we essentially know how to handle it, that we stay in it, because the the alternative is really scary, because that's where the unknown exists. Current energy for Leo, please. Current energy for Leo, please. Something's messing with your mind. King of Swords, Page of Wands in reverse, and the Six of Swords in reverse. This devil is messing with your mind. And I feel like it's something with the Page of Wands. It's something that you've been dealing with for a really, really long time. And it's kept you stuck in a lot of ways more than once. This is not a new devil for you. And that devil can appear in many different forms. If you're dealing with addiction, it can come in many different forms. If you're dealing with, unhealthy attachments to people that aren't good for you, it can come in a lot of different forms. It can be, similar relationships with different people. It can come in a lot of different ways. And I feel like whatever it is, it's really affecting you mentally. But what you're wanting here, you still have keep your heart open with the Nine of Pentacles, because what you're wanting is absolutely still possible. But this cycle is what is keeping you from it, because the cycle is the devil. And it's something you've dealt with for a very long time. And it's actually blocking your desires from being able to manifest. Immediate future for Leo, clarifying, let your fears dissolve with the Hangman. Immediate future for Leo, clarifying, let your fears dissolve with the Hangman. One more. Immediate future for Leo, let your fears dissolve with the Hangman. This is for Leo's immediate future. This is you getting into alignment. Two of Wands, Knight of Wands in reverse. So what's been happening, whether or not you realize it, is that this devil has been sabotaging. It's like maybe you think the devil is the path to your happiness, but the devil has actually been sabotaging the path to your desires. I mean, and that's essentially the essence of the devil card, right? Master manipulation. If you're talking about just kind of in religion, the concept of the devil, not necessarily that's what I'm saying we're talking about here, but sometimes the devil can appear in a form that looks very promising, or that seems like it's the best path, or that seems like it's what you want, when in reality it's actually the blockage that's keeping you from your happiness and your desires. Immediate future for Leo. Immediate future for Leo. Because I feel like you don't, it's like this, there's a path that's available for you to get to where you're trying to go. But this path, it's like you haven't been able to move forward on this path. And maybe you know what this path is. Maybe it's starting a business. Maybe it's, I don't know. I don't want to throw out too many examples to where I narrow your thinking into what this could be, but it's like the devil is blocking you from this path. The devil is keeping you from this path. Which then it's like you get into this energy of hopelessness because things don't work out, which starts making you believe more that things are never going to work out. But it's not that they're not working out, it's that there's something here blocking you, and it's not anything outside of you. It could manifest in that form. It could feel like it's somebody else, but there's also something going on within you. Have more control over this than you think. to me, this is about surrendering the path to the universe and saying, I don't, know what's going to happen, but I know that I'm going to end up where I'm supposed to be because I know the universe has my back. There's a book by Gabby Bernstein called The Universe Has My Back. Has your back. The universe has your back or my back. I think it's your back. Transforming Fear to Faith is the subtitle, and it's a very good book. It's very spiritual based, and if this reading has resonated for you, then I recommend giving that book a try. Immediate future for Leo, please. Immediate future for Leo, please. The Knight of Swords, the Four of Pentacles in reverse. See, you're clinging to this devil because you fear the Four of Pentacles in reverse. You fear not having what it is that you need or that you desire. This devil is almost a safety net for you. And you think you're better with the devil than you would be without it. But that's not true. It's not true at all, actually. It's the exact opposite. Devil never came out again, but there it is. Because the devil is actually what's keeping things from being able to progress or change for you in the way that you're wanting them to. Interesting reading, Leo. We are going to hop on over to the extended. This is what you need to know right now. The extended is going to be what do you need to do right now in order to move forward in alignment with your higher self. All of the information for that is in the description box below. We're going to dive into these messages. Take a look at some advice that I have an actual advice card to pull from Spirit at the end. Thank you so much, Leo, as always, for your support of my channel. I do hope this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. Bye, Leo.